All right, Mr. TALIAFERRO'S TV, how's everybody doing out there? Yo, what the hell is Jimmy Butler doing? What the hell is he doing? Look, man, I am for players voicing their opinions, putting their career in their own hands. I believe teams, especially the NFL, they got too much control over these players' careers. People get one life to live. People get one career. These players got 5 to 10 years to get this thing right. Most of the players do in the NBA. And the fact that you got owners and GMs not going after championships, not making the right decisions, in the social media era, in the player empowerment era, everybody's just on a wave where it's be your own boss wave, right? You got LeBron leading the NBA right now. He's his own boss. The way he's kind of power players to look at themselves as businesses. Look, man, I ain't mad at no player for taking their career and putting it in their hands. But what I don't want to see is a guy ruin his reputation, and I think we're watching Jimmy Butler do that. The other night, Jimmy Butler decided to play. I say that because he's been sitting out a lot of the games thus far for rest. As a matter of fact, he texted ESPN's Rachel Nichols, who's the only person that can deliver on interviews with Jimmy Butler and LeBron James at this point in their career. Rachel Nichols said Jimmy Butler told her he has a six-week plan to get traded from the Minnesota Timberwolves. So to rest himself and not get hurt, he's sitting out most every other night for rest. I ain't rolling with that, bro. Well, you know what? I'll just say this. If you want to sit out for rest, cool. You ain't got to text Rachel Nichols and tell her that. I don't like that. Why we got to tell people that? If you want to act out, do it in the practices, whatever. There was a game that happened the other day against the Golden State Warriors. Minnesota lost that game. They were getting their ass kicked by Steph Curry. And Jimmy Butler decided to wait. That's what you got in the shot right now, right there, Jimmy B. He was waving his towel with the Warriors fans. Come on, bro. What are you doing, Jimmy Butler? Like, this ain't it, bro. Look, I want Minnesota to trade you. They might need to take Houston's offer. Or, shit, y'all could have had Miami's offer. Now Hassan Whiteside is hurt. Y'all could have took Miami. Y'all could have had Whiteside and maybe even Josh Richardson and Justice Winslow, whatever. I want Minnesota if that guy don't want to be there, I think he's hurting Karl Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins' game right now. And I don't like the fact that this dude is causing all this corruption and ain't nobody stuck his ass yet. Man, hit his ass. I'm sorry, bro. He deserves to get his ass whooped for some of the stuff he's doing. Talking out, going and just acting out, playing whenever he wants to. Man, D-Rose, you from Chi-Town, bro. I know you're trying to get your career back in order, and D-Rose is trying to, make some money that he lost, and he's trying to be on his best behavior to get a long-term deal. Come on, D-Rose, you played in Memphis for a year. You know how we get down, bro. You got to stick his ass, bro. I'm sorry, Jimmy B. I just too much disrespect. Too much of it has gotten to the media, and I'm gonna be honest. Jimmy Butler's probably leaking this shit himself. I'm sorry I'm cursing, but we need better from Jimmy B, man. If the Timberwolves decide to trade him, and Glenn Taylor, the owner of the T-Wolves, wants him out of town, he wants to make a trade. Thibodeau doesn't want him out of town, but the owner does, and if the owner wants it, he's going to get it done. I just think right now Jimmy Butler is hurting his reputation. Like, what? I don't want freaking Bobby Brown, the Bobby Brown in the NBA on my team right now. He's acting the ass. And a lot of people are like, yo, Jimmy B doesn't have he hasn't done this throughout his career. When he goes to another team, he'll be back on his best behavior. He's just acting out like a kid who wants some attention, and the attention that Jimmy Butler wants right now is to be traded. I got that. That's fair. That's a fair point. But I'll combat that with this. First off, Jimmy Butler has never won in this league. I want y'all to go back and do your research. Remember when Rajon Rondo was on that Bulls team a couple years ago? Was that last year or two ago? With D-Wade, remember when Rondo was like, I've never seen a team lead like this, or I've never seen leaders act like this? He was talking about D-Wade and Jimmy Butler and their relationship, man. And he was like, I've never seen guys act the way they do. And Rondo was like, I'm coming into this locker room out of nowhere. Y'all ain't teaching these young guys right. So Jimmy B didn't get it right with the young guys in Chicago. He's not getting it right with the young guys in Minnesota right now. Cat and Wiggins, he ain't getting it right with them. Hell, one of his closest friends, D-Wade, Jimmy B shot his shot at D-Wade's wife this summer on Instagram. I'm just looking at a guy who, to me, looks like the money, the fame that he's getting, it has him spiraling out of control. He's making decisions that just are not well thought out. Look, I mean, let's look at it like this. if Jimmy Butler gets traded, unless he gets to Houston, whatever team he gets to, he's probably not going to sign long-term at this point. He's going to be a rental for a team. They're going to want him to sign long-term. And, I mean, Jimmy B, guys, you could have just played this year out. You're starting the season in Minnesota any damn way. Y'all ain't going nowhere in the playoffs. Your season will be done by May. Anyway, end of April. You might as well just play this damn thing out. We about what? We 10 games into the season. You already 8th done with the season now. We damn near at Thanksgiving. You might as well just play this out and go ahead and just walk as a free agent. You would have had more respect from the league. I'm telling you, teams are looking at what the hell this dude is doing and waving your towel with the Warriors fan base in Golden State to be petty to your teammates while you next to him on the bench. Who's that, Gorgie Jane next to him? Man, if you don't stuck his ass, there's too much disrespect from Jimmy B. And I don't know if guys want to play with him around the league, man. I'm sorry, bro. He don't seem like my kind of teammate. I would have been, and I'm 5'9", all right? I would have, Jimmy B's like 6'6", 6'7". I would have had to swing on Jimmy B, bro. Or I try at least, shit. Like, yo, this is getting ridiculous. I'm out.